Welcome back to Kinlaig, the Highlands fishing expansion for Farming Simulator 25. It's 7:45 in the morning. I got up at 7. It's just too dark to do anything. Other than drink coffee. I think tomorrow I'll just sleep until 8, and then it'll be closer to being lighter out. I think it'll happen quickly, all at once. I don't know what Walter's doing out there. So it's the middle of November. What did we do? We were cutting a tree when I left you last night, I think. There we go. It's starting to get light. There we go. Yeah, perfect. I was cutting a tree and I couldn't figure out how to cut it. I think the problem that I was having was I wasn't close enough. Anyway, I cut the tree and I got it into the sawmill, and I got it processing into wooden beams and long planks. Somebody, I can't remember who now, sorry, sent me a link to Farmer, I think it was Damian, a link to Farmer Cop's video on building a castle, and what I learned was it doesn't take planks at all. So I made planks for no reason whatsoever. So I think what we'll do is we'll go sell those for money. And then we'll start getting on with our day. I need to figure out what we're going to do today. Oh, let me get the gate open while I'm near it. Then I'm gonna. Otherwise, I'm gonna come over here and wonder why it's not open. So I'm not quite sure what we need to do. We need to make money, of course. Probably number one, most important thing. Make some more money. We would like to buy the fishery that raises the young fish, but it's like 95,000 pounds, which would be everything that we have. And I don't know if that's a good idea. We've got the silage. I think we can sell the silage. We need to make more. But to get the silage, we're going to have to spend some money to get some way to load it. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure. Alright, in the interest of time, I need you to suspend disbelief for a second so I can do this. There we go. Alright. Let's carefully back past the beams and planks, which we'll need for the castle restoration. I don't know what the next step will be over there. I have it printed out so I can try and keep track. I think it's going to be beams and planks again, but pretty soon it's going to be castle stones, and I think the only way we're going to be able to get those is just to buy them. So we're going to need money for that. It took Farmer Cop, I think, almost 3 years to do the castle restoration. So, yeah, it's going to take a while. And that was being able to continue the whole time, essentially. You know, there was no downtime gathering the resources. He just had the resources immediately available. So, yeah, it's going to be at least 3 years. I think I'm going to go out this way, through Spruce Bridge, and down to, I bet I should look. I was looking earlier. I think it's going to be Feed and Grain South. Let me take a look here. Prices menu. Planks, So the high is like 4,300. We're not going to wait for that. I think I can get 38, 31 at feed and grain south. That looks like the highest. Yeah. Look how much you got to pay to buy it, though. Yeah. So, feed and grain south. I was thinking about taking on a couple of contracts. They don't pay great. We're almost better off doing other work. But if I can get workers to help me, if I can get workers to help me, it might be a good deal. It's a big if. Alright, so 20 miles an hour going through town. That's tough. So I think we need to try and make more silage. I also think I need to get inside the pasture of our Highlands cattle and mow the grass in there, the meadow grass, to get it to start growing and showing up as something they can eat. So I could go in there and cut that and pick it up with the forage wagon and use it to make more silage too. Okay, so if these are 3,800 apiece, that's essentially 4, right? So this would be like 16,000 pounds. It'll be less than that. But yeah, probably closer to like 15. That's something, right? That's good money. Logging is really good money. That's probably how we're going to end up having to fund ourselves, I think. Let's see, 2 of them are... Yeah, look at that. Yeah, what I should do, rather than do a contract, I should just be cutting down trees. Of course, it takes a while to process them, so I don't know. All right, should we go the long way around to the store? What I'll do is I'll get a couple of contracts going. I think there's a couple over here for sunflowers that are delivering to feed and grain south. One of them's there kind of close to town, or to Spruce Bridge. So I'm past it already. Another one is over kind of by the Sawmill. Tend to scare the traffic with this setup. They want to stop. Gosh, do I need fuel again? Didn't I just fuel up yesterday when I went past the fuel station over here? Sure seems like it. I must have drove a lot. Probably doing that. Did I do the weeding yesterday? In the wheat field? I think so. I lose track. Okay, so I think that's the sunflowers to my immediate left. Where's the entrance to that field? Right there by the sawmill. Okay. And what's the name of this village? Family. This will be a pain to try and get a combine to, though, driving down the road. Sure we'll see traffic. I didn't look at the silage to see where it was best. Actually, I did earlier. I think the train logistics center or something was one of the better places to sell silage. We can make our trailer bigger, but how are we going to load it? It's either ramps or a wheel loader. I think we should buy a wheel loader. I think silage is going to be conveyor belts or a wheel loader to load the silage. I think we'll probably be doing silage to make money. We got those 2 clamps, so we should probably just always be cutting grass and putting it in there. I don't think the castle will be to the next stage till this afternoon, so I'm not even going to go check until after lunch to see if it knows what the next stage is. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, though. It's going to be more planks and beans. I'll probably end up having a bit of a surplus. Let's check, see what they got for used equipment, and then we're gonna need to check on those contracts. What do we got? Seki's still there, a truck inappropriate, and yeah, nothing for us. So let's check on the contracts. So I'm just going to be down on the ones I'm interested in. I'm not even going to scroll down to them. This one, I think I want to borrow the equipment for this one and then take that one. Yep, that's exactly it. But man, it doesn't... I'm hoping they'll be, you know, fairly easy to do. So we'll borrow and accept. And then the equipment's going to be over here. I think I should take the combine because it's going to run into the most trouble with the traffic. So if I can get a worker to drive this to the sawmill, that'd be awesome. We know on this map that they don't seem to want to leave from the shop itself like they would on Riverbend Springs, but we might be able to get them to leave from here. Okay, I'm hoping, got my fingers crossed for that. They're heading to the sawmill, and that's where we'll start with the first field. So this thing takes up the whole road. Couldn't give me a smaller combine, could they? All right. Wait for this car to go, and then we're going to be taking up the whole dang road. It would be nice if I could figure out the back way, but I don't know. Again, I'm just going to try and muscle my way down this to the sawmill. I think that's probably my best option. If I meet traffic, I should be able to slide over to the left enough to let them go by. So I think we need to buy a wheel loader. I still want to get the Can-Am. That's not a necessity though. Wheel loader is going to be a necessity if we want to sell silage. And I probably should get that grass field cut again before the end of November. Plus. Another bus. So you gotta turn. Coming straight. Yeah, I thought it would probably turn. And there are a lot of buses. Okay, here's the fuel station. Made it this far. Car coming. We don't want to meet somebody off the bridge, though, do we? Let's get across that quickly. Of course. Of course. I swear they have the traffic program to show up at the most inopportune times. Like at an intersection, if you don't look, there will be a car there. It just always happens. Made it to the biogas plant. I think we got to go through this. Yeah, we're gonna make this right turn. We're heading towards Spruce Bridge. There's the sawmill right on the other side of it. This little village here. I'll get that open. Up here. Gotta get the combine ready to go. This won't take very long at all, I don't think. I wonder if it'll even fill up the grain tank. Tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead and do this one myself. fields on this map are kind of deceptive. They look like they're a lot smaller than they are when you get to working in them. They end up taking longer than you think. Alright, so it's almost 11:15. That took us, what, an hour and 45 minutes almost to do that field. So the other one's going to take longer because it was bigger. I've got more work I want to do, and time is a-wasting. So we'll get this loaded. I'll have a worker take this to the delivery point, which I'm pretty sure is Feed and Grain South. Is it offloaded? It must be. It stopped, yeah. Hopefully I can get a worker to go take this and deliver it. And then I will head to the next field. I think I'll just poke my head in and get the worker started on it. And then I'll walk over to Feed and Grain South, grab the tractor, and head back to the farm. I feel like I should close the gates behind me, you know? Alright, I'm not sure if this will work. I've not done this before. It's 11:30 now. I'm waiting for him to go. He's blocked. What is he blocked by? Is it me? Am I too close to him? Am I making him nervous? Let me back up. See. Yeah, it was me. Alright. I'm just gonna follow him. I'm not sure where the next field is though. I gotta be careful. I don't want to meet something on a bridge. Oh my goodness. You gotta try and get past before that bus. Alright, go ahead. Rude. Probably Californians on vacation, most likely. Alright, I think the next field is, I don't know why he abandoned his overtaking, but he did. Because the bridge was coming up, probably. So I think I'm looking for a sunflower field on my left, but I think it's after Feed and Grain South, so just keep heading this way. The tractor should peel off into there and deliver. At least that's my hope. I don't often have the workers do this. I figured this might be safe because of the fairly close proximity to it. Let's see, like coming, so I should be able to get over the bridge here. And then, is that a sunflower field to my left? That might be it right there. Oh, that would be good. And there's the entrance, I think. So he's gonna... Got a car behind me. Is he gonna deliver there? Tip. Yep, I see it tipped. It must be a push trailer. Nope, I should watch where I'm going. Alright, so yeah, that was delivered. We got an additional 3,501 for the crop. Put my head in here. And after I poke my head in, I'll unfold it. Turn it on, I'll drop it down. I'm going to start just going to my left here. And then I'm going to try and turn over to a worker right away. I'm going to give him 2 headlands, I think. Because to make sure he's got enough room to turn around. So I don't have too far to walk, which is nice. Let's see, the traffic's coming towards me, right? Yeah. Walk facing traffic. So it'll probably be an hour or so before his grain tank's full. So I'm gonna head back to the farm and see if maybe I can get started on mowing. This contract's good for a couple of different reasons. It's close to the farm and it's close to the delivery point. I probably should turn those on before I went. So it's 12 o'clock noon. We are definitely eating in the cab today because we got a lot of work to do still. I don't know if I should go up to the castle yet or not, or wait till after this contract's done. I think tough call. So we'll get through Spruce Bridge here. On the left going up to our farm, you can see our grass field up above. I think it's ready to cut. I think it's as long as it's going to get right now. So we might as well get up in there. Kind of park this where it'll be mostly out of the way, if there is such a thing. I'm thinking here. Walter looking at me in the mirror. This is really slow. I don't know why it's so slow. I don't know how far ahead of me Daggerwin is. Well, I know about quite a ways, but he's got like a ton of wool. So last time we did the mowing, we used the JCB, and it was a little challenged, I think, to operate the mower and the forage wagon. This should be able to do it no problem. I need to drop the weight off somewhere. I'm gonna put this here and hope it's kind of out of the way. Just drop my weight in front of the combine. This is our roller. We get a roller out of here as well. This, I don't know where to put it. I'm gonna just leave it right there for right now. Grab the mower. And the forage wagon. I need fuel in this, don't I? I'm gonna top off the silage additive. And we'll just cut this and fill the other bunker. I don't know how much we'll get off of this. We did half of it in hay and half of it in silage last time, but then we cut a lot of other grass, so I'm not quite sure how it'll work out. But we'll try and get as much as we can again. And then I'll have to figure out some way to ramp the tractor and mower and forage wagon across the fence into that pasture where the Highland cattle are. Alright, I'm going to work on this. I got to keep an eye on the worker with the combine. I think when I see that the worker is 80% full, I probably should start heading over there. I think where all this grass is where I went last time. Hoping I'm picking oak tree. Hoping I'm picking it all up. I'm gonna go quickly drop this off in the bunker, and then I gotta get over to the field. I don't know if the worker over there will be able to finish with the grain tank on the combine. He's about full. I don't know if how much he has left. But we gotta get back over there, and then once we get there, we'll probably just stay over there to finish that up. And then I gotta get up to the castle. Too much to do. Well, he's almost at 80%, so maybe he will be able to finish it without getting full. That'd be great. Sitting at 79%, so 80% usually means they get all the crop out of the field. So let me dump this in here. Try and get it as high as possible towards the back. It doesn't seem to have moved, so he might be stopped in the field with just a little bit to go. Let me hop in there and get over there. I don't know how much this isn't going to pay a ton, but it's some income. I think we're going to end up having to buy all the castle stones. I've got an idea for the cement bags and roof tiles, but I don't know if it's worth pursuing or not, because it's just so expensive to set up to be able to do those things. Like on Riverbend Springs, what was it? Like prefabricated walls, I think. We just bought them rather than produce them ourselves. It was more cost effective. All right, where you at? There he is. He's got just a little bit to go, I think. Yeah, we might be able to finish it up right here. Right. We can run alongside of them, finish this contract up. What I'll do is I'll run back to the store with this, grab the RJCB and our trailer, go load the long planks and the beams up on there, which I know is going to be what we need for the next stage. For the next stage, we're going to need 500 wood beams and 2,000 planks long. And we've got that right now. We've got 2 pallets of each, or at least we did this morning. That would do it for us. All right, he's done. So we'll take this right over to Feed and Grain South and then to the store. Alright, we're back at Kilted Pistons. Be able to drop this off. Collect for the contract. We'll check on used equipment. Because we're here, it's always a good idea to do so. Park. That right there. So let's collect on our contract. That gave us what, 57 and 77, 12, like 13 plus. Yeah, that was good money. All right, used equipment. Added a Speed Max 30. That's a mulcher 3 meter. That's pretty small. If we're going to do silage, a wheel loader, there's this JCB 412S. So we're going to buy that for $40,000. And then wheel loader tools, there is a silage fork for $10,500. So we just spent 50,500 pounds, but we still have over 100,000, which is awesome. We're going to go make some more by delivering up to the castle. So let's go do that. We'll get that wheel loader a little later. So let me run back to the farm. We'll get the beams and planks loaded up on here. And this time I'm going to try and remember to take the New Holland. Okay, we're getting back to the castle site a lot later than I had planned on. I wanted to get here just after lunch because I think that's when it would have been done. with the last stage and been ready to tell us what they need next. But thanks to Farmer Cop and his infamous spreadsheets, we know what we need. We need 500 wood beams and 2,000 planks long. We got 2,000 of each, so. Strap, strap. Are we in the spot? We're not in the spot. There we go. The nice thing is we get paid for that, just like the grain elevator museum, so this will help us when we have to get the castle stone, which I think it's going to be the next stage, and we have to get that, I think, at the warehouse or wherever you can buy this stuff on this map. The New Holland certainly climbed that hill a lot better than the JCB did, so we got to remember to use this when we got to come up here. I'm going to swing by the fuel station on the way back, get a little bit of gas, and we're back out cutting grass, I think. I'm hoping we can get that grass field done today before it gets dark. Oops, wrong side of the road. I think it's this bale trailer that freaks out the traffic and makes them stop. Sometimes you get a mod that does that. Used to be like one of the pickups on Ohio Farm. Anyway, I'll see you back at the farm, I think. So I topped off my fuel. We're back at the farm. I dropped the bale trailer off over by that shed over there that we keep the bales in. And then we're just going to keep working on this. I don't think I'll get to the pasture tonight. If I get to it tomorrow, that'll be awesome. But I'll just keep going on this. When I get in there, I'll try and tamp down, try and compact what we have at least right now off of this field, and then yeah, we'll try and get the pasture tomorrow if that's the way it's going to work out. I may pull up the steering assist on this just to get nice straight lines back and forth across the field. I had this area here. There's quite a bit of grass around this thing. Let's see here. There we go. Pick that back up. Put the turns. But not that one. Oh no. We got some weather coming. Is that hail? We do have some extreme weather here in Scotland. It looks like hail or snow or something. It's only November now. It's going to snow already in November. Very well may. Oh my gosh, it got dark. Let me check the weather. Down at the bottom, it looks like 11 o'clock tonight. We're going to expect some snow, so we're going to have to do the best we can here. Get this field done and cut. Let's see if I can pull the steering assist up on there. That's fine. All right, that should help. I don't know why I'm driving and not cutting, but I'm gonna get up to the top here. I should have went up that one. Boy, I oughta. It's kind of a waste of time, wasn't it? All right. Let's start right here. This one. It's dark. This stuff ain't no fun to watch in the dark. You see what I'm doing. Drop that down, and away we go. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me here in Kinlaig at the Highlands Fishing Expansion, Scottish Highlands. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? Don't cost nothing. We'll see you next time.
PlayStation